it's Red Knight here, your #1 Hay Day YouTuber. And if you haven't already noticed, the September 2015 update is here, and it has some really awesome things to it. But the first thing we need to do is to open the package that Alfred has just left us. So what does it say, I wonder? Let's open it, have a look, and see what it gets. And oh yeah, 5 diamonds. And basically we've got an update. So hey Ricky, thank you very much for updating. The new update is totally amusing. And don't forget to check out the news section just to see what has changed. So guess what? Let's jump over to the news section in the settings and have a look at it. And if you come up to this section, you can read all about the latest update here, and it will detail most of the things. Or what you can do, instead of just reading, is to watch my video, and I will cover most of the new items within the game. So are you ready to find out what's been changed, what is new, what's enjoyable? Let's have a look and see. Trust me, you are really going to like this. It's awesome, and I just love these new changes to the Derby. It's going to make it so much more fun and enjoyable, especially when I start saying to my neighborhood, hey, get on with it, start getting those Derby tasks done. Right, now I think it's time for us to jump on over and have a look at the first key change. Now if you look just to the left of this image, you will see something really unusual in the top left hand corner. But what could it be, I wonder? It's a soup kitchen machine, and it has been revamped. Basically, the color is different, the design, everything else has completely changed about it, and it looks absolutely wonderful. Just look at the attention to detail here. Look at that beautiful color. Doesn't it go well with the machine that's right behind it? Now, I love this new colour scheme, but I happen to know that there are a few other people out there in the world that are not as enthusiastic about it as I am. So I guess I'm just one of those that really does love it. Right, now, as usual, nothing has changed about the Super Machine. The products that it's producing are exactly the same. There's no other difference there at all. Even when it comes to mastering the machine, there's no difference there. It's an image change, and I happen to think it looks wonderful, whichever direction you want to have it. Now for myself, I like to have my machine facing the way it is at the moment, and I really like it this way because I think it actually looks a little bit better. Just look at the way that pot is jumping up and down now that I've actually put stuff into production. I think that looks so cool, and I can basically imagine the soup in there boiling and bubbling away. Now if you are the kind of person who wants to change the angle, this is the other direction that it looks like. So the pot stays in basically the same location, but the machine cutting area just changes on the angle, backwards and forwards like so. So that's actually quite nifty, and I like the way that that's actually carried out and done. Okay, now what else has changed? We're getting new decorations, and oh my god, I'm so stoked about this. It's absolutely wonderful. Now some of these decorations you can actually buy in the shop. Some of these decorations will be from the Derby. Now we already know about some of the Derby prizes, so let's have a look at some of the new decoration we're getting. And this is the first one there, just by the side of Greg's farm. So have a look at Greg's farm, everybody. He has all of the new decoration there, and you can see everything in its glory. So we've got a washing tub, we have a tractor tire with beautiful flowers on top. They are 2 new decorations that are available in the shop, and basically you can use coins to buy those. Now do remember that any coin purchases will increase with price, so the more you buy the more expensive they become. But not to worry, it's only game coins. Now there are some other cool decorations here. Let's move around. Now you remember this one here from the Derby last time. Now there were some key Derby prizes. So you've got that blue one there, you've got the clogs, you've got the hanging basket option, and you've got the carriage as well. Guess what? You can now buy those items in the shop as well. Most of them you'll have to use diamonds, and I'll show you a little bit later, except for the one which is for vouchers, and that's that one just there in the bottom of the screen. Now we've got some other new decorations to replace these in the Derby, so let's find the first one. Ah, there it is. Look at that. Isn't that so wonderful? And I really want to get this one. So I'm sending out a little message to all of my neighbours within my neighbourhood. Get going with the Derby. I want these prizes. But the best ones are to come. Just scroll down to this area here and you can see them. Okay, you've got this beautiful grass or green statue of a horse. Oh wow, it looks fantastic. There are some jumping hurdles there as well with the hay bales or with some posts, and you've got two different colours, blue and red, and I think they look wonderful. And again, I'm looking forward to winning these within the Derby. Now, the Derby has changed, and you'll see more about that a little bit later in this video. Good luck for those of you who are going to progress up in the leagues. Now, we need to have a look a little bit more at these decorations. So let's jump back to my farm and I can show you all of the prices, etc, etc, etc. So we open up the shop and we need to find this little washing tub. Now, I must admit, my washing machine looks a little different from this, but from what I understand, my mother used to use one of these many, many years ago to do the laundry, and it's wonderful. I love this design. So let's just take the one out of storage I've got, because I bought two. When you first get them, they are 2,000 gold coins each, and they increase by 200 gold coins every time, just like this. So let's buy number 3, and doesn't it look good there? And wow, so 2,600 now, that's what the next one's going to cost me. And look at that, 2,800 for the next one after that, so 200 gold coins every time. Now if you do put them back into storage, you don't lose them, they will stay there forever, so do not worry. Now the next one that we've got is this beautiful tyre, and I love this one the most. And if you actually look at my farm now, you can see this tyre along with all of the others I bought and my little red tractor, and it looks wonderful. Now again, I've got one of these stored already because I bought 2 of them, and in fact I've actually bought a lot more now, and again they will increase with coinage, and it's 400 coins extra for each one of these. So you can just see that the more you have, the more expensive it's going to be. And if you wish to buy the tractor, it's going to cost you 1,500,000 gold coins, unless of course you can win it with the gift cards like I did with mine. Now where's my tractor? It should be here somewhere. Oh my god, I can't find it. So where is it? Now, did I put it back into storage, I wonder? Let's scroll down. So tractor, 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 where are you? If anybody sees the tractor before I do, tell me. I can't find it. Oh no. Okay, let's put those back into storage. I can't see my tractor. But I'm sure I got a tractor. I know I had one. But it's not in the town, it's not on the farm. It has to be in the shop. So I must have missed it. Let's go and do it much more slowly. Tractor. Ah, there it is! I've just seen it. Look at that. One red tractor stored. So let's go back and get those tyres. Move that one over. And doesn't it look good together? Oh yes. In fact, one of my friends has actually looked at the image and he said it looks like my tractor is on a driving course going around all of the tyres that I've actually placed in this area. Now the choice is yours about the design. I think you can be really, really creative with these tyres and the tractor, and I'm looking forward to seeing some really interesting designs out there. Now you've got a choice. You can turn the tractor to the left or right and put it up against it. Now this is how it looked on Greg's farm. So the one tyre just by the wheels there, hiding the flowers by the wheel. Or you can put a few more around the back like so. You can change their location. You can have them separated. But I think it's going to be a great addition to the game, this, and I really, really do like this addition to the game. So whoever suggested it, thank you very much. This is probably my favorite new decoration of all of them, other than that horse tree, that bush that I want to get. I so want to get that one later. That'd be great. Okay, let's put those back into storage till later and show you some of the other items that I'm going to be able to buy now in the shop. Now, as I said, the last Derby prizes are all for sale for diamonds or vouchers. So let's go down and have a look, and then you can see how much exactly they are going to cost. Right, now where's the first one? Scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down, past the tire decoration, and where is it, I wonder? Aha, there it is, the flower wagon. Now I was lucky enough to win one of these, and if you would like to buy it, it's going to cost you 35 diamonds. So 35 diamonds, oh yes, isn't that really cheap? Okay, next one, let's go down and find something. Scrolling again, keep going past that one, and what are we going to come up to now? And there it is, the white carriage. Now I'm lucky, I've got quite a few of these, so I was able to win many in the last few derbies. But if you want to buy one, 130 diamonds. Whoa! Isn't that going to hurt the bank a little bit? But not to worry, they will stay there for as long as you want until you do save up enough diamonds within the game to get them. So do check the red toolboxes, do check the floating chest, because you never know, there may be diamonds inside. And diamonds do allow you to buy prizes. Now the tulip shoes, or the clogs as I like to call them, they will cost you 20 diamonds. The hanging flower basket, which I never actually won, is 4 purples and 3 blue vouchers. And I have exactly 0 vouchers at the moment because I've been using them all to make lures for my fishing area activity. Okay, let's put those back into storage. Now, what's next, I wonder? Well, there are basically lots of changes that came in the game, and we all have seen the peaks. So these are the 4 sneak peeks that came out. Let's have a look at them in detail. Sneak peek, fall theme is here, or autumn as I would say. Now the first thing you notice is this misty effect across your screen, and it's the same in your town, in your fishing area, and on your farm. So a nice autumn mist in the morning. Now it does make it a little bit difficult to see some things sometimes, but not to worry, because it is slowly moving and it does look great. The next change you're going to notice is that all the animals are now naked again. So the clothing that they were wearing for the summer theme is now gone, and they are back to their basic skins. But remember, October's just around the corner, so Halloween is on the way, and I can't wait. In fact, my farm is partially ready for Halloween already. So do not worry about looking for these items yet, they are not yet for sale, but later. Now, I do love the fall theme because of the way it changes the imagery. Look at those toadstools, look at the dead leaves, look at the brown areas on the ground as you move around your farm. Look at those patches of leaves there. It looks wonderful, and I like this attention to detail. Now, the normal trees that you would plant, okay, they don't really change. But if you go to the back of your farm up on the cliff face, you'll notice this big brown effect with the trees. Now I do wish that this was actually mixed in colours, like my wild area further down here. So if you are one of these people who hasn't upgraded all of your farm yet, or chopped down all the trees, you're going to get this beautiful mix of tree colours. So the reds, the greens, the browns, the yellows. I think it looks wonderful. This is one reason why I recommend not chopping down all the trees, because it does look great when the themes do change like this. Right, now we need to jump over to the fishing area. Is it the same, I wonder? Let's go and have a look. Now, when we go to the fishing area, will it be different? Will it be better? I don't know. Let's have a look. And oh my god, it's very, very similar. You've got a nice mix of coloured trees again, and you've got that pattern of the misty cloud moving across the pond area. I do like that a lot. Look at that. Dead trees as well in the background. Very, very nice. But what about the town area? Are we going to get a similar kind of design pattern or not? Or will it be a little different, I wonder? Now remember that the town came along much later within the game. So it's designed in slightly a little different way when it comes to the foliage for the trees and the bushes and other areas. So let's see how it really looks in the autumn effect. So moving on over. Oh wow, look at those trees, look at those leaves. Don't they look fantastic? I love that contrast there. Now there are some changes within the town, mainly in the town hall and in relation to how you will see the visitors. It's just a small change, but it supposedly makes it much easier for you to find how many buildings each person still has left to go. Now, the fix for the train hasn't been done yet, so that's still on the list, I would guess. But I'm really hoping that that gold bar does come along and the two windows disappear and become free. I'm fully maxed out on that train and it's still the same, so it's not changing. But if we talk about the autumn theme here, look at the trees in the background there. Now, I love this mix of colours. It's really beautiful. In fact, autumn is one of my favourite seasons, and I must admit I do miss the UK when it's autumn time because it's quite beautiful in some parts of the country. In fact, my park just across the road here, I can't wait until the autumn effect happens to the trees just across from my home because it really does look beautiful as well, and it's this kind of color mix. Now the next sneak peek we had was for a wonderful horse, so yay, we're getting a new horse, and it's white and it really does remind me of a unicorn. Now at the moment you'll notice I've got the one donkey style and I've got two stables for horses. Now each stable can hold up to 3 horses, and already we have enough horses within the game. That means we're going to need another stable with the addition of this new horse. So guess what, everybody, you can now buy 4 stables, and my next stable will cost me 10,000 gold coins. Really cheap. That's inexpensive. But what do the horses cost, I wonder? Now let's just remind everybody about the horses that we've got within the game. I have one of everything, so I've got a beautiful bay horse, and doesn't he look so proud there? He will cost you vouchers. I've got 2 Palomars, and again they will cost you more vouchers. In fact, all the horses cost vouchers. A beautiful Pinto there, and an Adolson as well. I think these animals are beautiful, and I just love horses. But we have this new horse, and doesn't he look beautiful? 10 gold, 20 purples, and 30 blues. Oh my goodness, is that going to take me some time to save up? But I have 1 space left in my stable, so let's have a look. Now I'm holding him on the screen at the moment. I'm not actually buying him, but his action is to snort, his tail wags, and he stands up on his hind legs. Doesn't that look good? Now for those of you who've actually purchased this horse, let me see some images later, because I must admit he is quite a handsome being. In fact, what have you called your horses? Do you give them names, I wonder? Now, we've got 2 horses with him, so in fact all of the horses are 2 of each if you want to buy them. But the choice is yours. As I said, 10 gold, 20 purples, and 30 blues, or a lot of diamonds if you have them and you don't have the vouchers. Just look at that total there. And I have 0, 0, 0. Oh my god, I need to start doing some more bolts. In fact, I'm so happy the Derby has just started because I'm on my 3rd boat with vouchers already. Yay! So I'm working my way towards this beautiful horse. Now, what's the next change? Well, all the next few changes I'm going to go over now will cover the neighborhood and some really important adjustments or things you need to think about. So let's have a look. So advanced settings, neighborhood task log, and UI changes. Now we need to go up into the settings, which is the top left hand corner there, and in a second you will see something really important. So when you go into that area, go to the news tab and it will give you some information about some changes. You'll see there, number 1 is the leagues. Oh yes, I really do like this, and you competitive neighborhoods out there, you're so going to love this one. Number 2, which I think is a fantastic addition, and they have listened to all of your requests, everybody. Opting out of the Derby. So you now have the option to be in the Derby or out of the Derby. So no more booting members who don't want to participate. No more worrying about not being able to compete because you've got a member on holiday. Yay! And the last one here, a neighborhood Derby log. So now your league leaders and co-leaders can actually allow everybody to see what you have or haven't done within the game. So no pressure, but everybody knows if you're pulling your weight in the neighborhood now. But in combination with the opt-out, I think it's a great addition. So no pressure. If you would not like to do the Darby task, just opt out, stay within your neighborhood, play the game at your pace, but help your friends out. So a fantastic addition to the game. Hay Day design team, awesome. 10 out of 10 for that adjustment. Now, if you come into the advanced settings, at the top there you have enable and disable neighborhood chats. Okay, and then the new one that's below it is for Darby settings. So opt in or opt out. And again, it's just a tick box option. So if you untick it, you are no longer in the Darby, and it will start from when the next Darby starts, not any current or existing Darby that you are in at the moment. So do it before the Darby starts, please. Otherwise, it won't work. Now, another one that I think is important within this setting. So if you're new to the game and you're not sure, scroll all the way down to the bottom, please, and enable the diamond confirmation. So go all the way down to the bottom, and that's the one there, double tap confirmation. Now, I don't like to have notifications popping up on my screen, so most of mine are unticked. But you've just seen the key ones that I do have ticked, and they would be the ones I would strongly recommend for everybody. So please do make sure that those ones are ticked. Right, now we need to go and look at the neighborhood and see what's changed here. So, how do we actually change the settings? Now, if we go into the neighborhood, now we did have some flags there, but the flags are gone, and now you've got a preferred language. Just below that, you'll see it says Darby Log Shared. And I've been messing around with this just to see what happens, and when you change the settings, it will either say shared or unshared. So open up your settings. Now, as usual, nothing really has changed here. The flag's gone. You've now got the language option there. You can change the way people join your neighborhood, and you can adjust the levels for joining. So maximum level is 500, minimum level is 18. Now pick and choose what you want when you're adding new members. It could be invite only, it could be anyone joins. Your request to join is your third choice as well. But the new one is at the bottom there as well, and that will allow you to adjust it for the Darby Task Log. So shared or not. If it's not shared, then nobody can see what anyone else is doing or hasn't done. Now the actual points itself, okay, will show you how many tasks you have done out of your current allotment and the total number of points, not the individual tasks. And if someone actually fails a task, it will show they have done the task but with 0 points. So bear that in mind. Not only does it show you the tasks that you have done, but it also gives 0 points for those that you have failed. So one of my neighborhood, as an example, has got 0 points on one task done. Now, the second tab there, where you often see little messages about someone has invited you, is where you will see those messages to say that it's changed or not changed. And there is a third additional tab there, which I just showed as well, which will basically give you your Darby Task Log. And it looks great, if I do say so myself. And I will show you an example of that later as well, and I'll also make another video that will completely cover this new change at a much later stage, in fact after this Darby has finished, just so you can see everything as a final way of understanding the game in more detail. So just to confirm, this is where the notification comes up, and you cannot delete these ones. They will be there all the time, so anyone who joins your neighborhood can see what the current status is. This section here, the third tab, is where the Darby log will be, and if you are not in a Darby, it's paused, it gives you that pop-up message. Now this is the new language option, and as you can see, I've now changed mine from Japanese to English. Now I did have the Japanese flag to indicate that I was in Japan, even though it was meant to represent the language. Now it's a shame we've lost the flag, and I do wish that we could actually have a flag option within our game to say which country we are from individually. Especially like within my neighborhood that is very international. I would love to point out that I'm located in Japan and see where my other friends are located around the world. It makes it more interesting, I think, in some aspects. So, nice little suggestion. Now here, if we have a look at the actual machine, now nothing really has changed here from the main screen, but if you look at the tabs there, you'll notice that there are 3 tabs that are very different. Again, you've got the question mark at the top, and if you go up to that, click on it, and it will give you the 5 little tab sections within there, 2 tutorials and more information. Just scroll on through, read the information, and it will tell you a lot of the changes and how to use the Darby. I also like the fact that the Darby icon has this beautiful green background. In fact, green is a new common color within the Darby, and I think it looks wonderful. I really do like that combination, and it goes really well with the background of the actual farm itself. So it's a nice blend of colors. So again, thumbs up to the design team on this. You've done an awesome job with this new change. Now please do read these things. Do read what it says here. Do go up into the settings, read the news, because the news section is really important, and it will give you lots of information about updates, maybe even some videos. Maybe some of my videos in the future. That would be so cool as well. But it's there. Use it, check it, it's great. Right, now you want to know what the last change is, and the last change is the Derby Leagues. And I think this is going to be fantastic for the competitive neighborhoods. Now the way it works is, basically once you have competed a derby, you will be given the choice to either move up or stay in the same league depending on your position. And when it starts, you're going to see this message here to say this is what the Derby League's all about. So again, read the information. There's also a wonderful video on the Supercell forum on their Facebook account, and I've also copied the link to my YouTube channel under my Derby videos. So do watch it. It goes into this league and what it's all about in much more detail at the moment, or at least until it's finished, and I don't know what's going to happen. So a new derby started. Now you'll see there that my box there for my tasks is 5. So everybody starts off with 5 at the very beginning. It's a nice little green colour just to let you know where you are. Binning the tasks is nothing unusual. It's exactly the same as before. But remember, you must be an elder and above. So elders, co-leaders, leaders can bin. Members cannot bin tasks from the board. So please do be careful that you do not bin a task if you are a member, because it will count against your total. Now my neighborhood is basically 250 and above, so let's just get rid of some of those ones that we don't need, and then hopefully some higher point tasks will come a little bit later. Now I don't mind the kind of tasks, I don't mind whether they're challenging or not, it's all part of the game. But do pick and choose the ones that you can do. If you can't do it, ask your neighborhood for help or ask your friends. Now the actual imagery itself is basically the same for the horses, except we've now got a white horse added there. Oh yes. Now look at that beautiful green colour there at the background. Look at the way the actual divide in the colours for each of the different tracks for the horses. It looks really good. I love the green curtains to the side, and even the horseshoes look great as well. Now every person within my neighborhood is in the derby, so that means we're going to be up against the same kind of size neighborhoods. So if all 30 people have opted in, we will be up against neighborhoods that have 30 people as well, just like I'm showing you here. And as you can see, every person is within the derby. Now sometimes they will share the information, sometimes not, but you can see it. So the 2 files we just looked at, the first one was shared, that one was not shared, and it's down to the people within the neighborhood if they wish to share the information. I think sharing the Darby Task Log is fine. I have no issues about that at all, but again, it depends on your neighborhood and how competitive or communicative you are within the group. Now, what are some other key tabs here? So we know the first 2, they're basically the same, but if we go down to the third one, this is where you claim your prizes, but look at this, there's 4 new color bands now. Each one of these will relate to how you progress within the game, and as you progress up the league, you will be able to do more tasks within the derby. Now, for everybody who is a green player, okay, you are at the very bottom of the Derby League and you can only do maximum 5 tasks. So just like it's about to tell you, we are in the Rookie League to start with. And you can see there are 1, 2, 3 more bands there. So the Novice League, the Professional League, and the Expert League. And as you progress up, your color band will change and you will be able to do more tasks. And then we've finally got the big one at the top where the top teams can compete against each other, and that's coming soon. And I so can't wait to see what happens there, even though I'm not expecting to be in the Expert League because I don't really spend or worry too much about trying to be the winner. I just enjoy playing the game. But then again, I suppose I better chat with my people and see whether they want to be competitive or not. Now, just to recap, you can't delete these, but it will tell you what your group settings are. This is the Darby Task Log. It's now running. And as you can see, one person at the top there with 1 task done, 301 points. Everybody else down there says 0. Now, it will not show tasks that are in progress. It will only show completed tasks. So, as I said, if one person has finished and it's 0 points, it will be there as well. If you have done 3 tasks and you've got 900 points, it will show you the 900 points, but it won't tell you the kind of task they're doing, just that they have done that number of tasks and that number of points. How you use that information is your choice within your neighborhoods. Maybe if someone's not taking part, then you might want to ask them to opt out, or you may decide that you want everybody to be in the neighborhood derby and you might use it as a way of removing people. But remember, it's a game. Everybody is a friend. Play nicely. Right, now, this is going to show you roughly what happens when it comes to the last part of the league table. Now, this was from the derby that ended just before the update. So, I was able to collect this trophy after the update came into effect. So, we came in 4th place. We didn't win any prizes, and basically because we didn't go into the top 3 as an example, we're not really going to be moving up. Now, I do have 4 horseshoes there, so I'm going to claim the balloon and I'm going to claim the creams here. Now, I did get 5 diamonds in the game, so I'm going to shuffle these prizes as well. So remember, click the ones you want, press the reshuffle button and then press it again to confirm, and you should get different prizes in the other positions. Now, at the time of doing this, there was a bug in the game, but that has since been fixed by the Hay Day team. So even though I did lose the creams, I did gain a feather. Okay, I didn't actually get the balloon, which is a shame, but not to worry. I did get the rest of the prizes that I'm going to claim. So I'm going to choose the ice cream and the wooden planks in this case. So press the ice cream, press the plank, and collect those prizes. Yay! Right, now it's going to say checking, 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 and we remained in the Rookie League. So the horse disappears and it comes back to say my new position. Oh yes. Now I'm assuming if I do get promoted, I will jump up to the next band there. Okay, right, that's it for this video. Please do subscribe for more cool videos for myself, and here are all my links. So have a happy hate day and see you all next time. Goodbye.